Throughout the years, tar sands have continuously created conflicts and controversies around the world.
But what exactly are tar sands? Tar sands are a mixture of clay, sand, water, bitumen, and heavy black viscous oil. It has to be mined and extracted with underground heating before it can be processed and then refined to oil.
Transforming tar sands into oil is a complex process that creates 3 times the amount of greenhouse gases that a conventional barrel of oil would produce.
Tar sands in Canada are especially controversial because of their environmental impacts. First off, Greenpeace claims that the water used to produce petroleum barrel is 2 to 4.5 times the amount of traditional petroleum barrel. All of it ends up in tailing ponds near the Athabasca River, which leads to substantially higher hazardous concentration than the guidelines set by the Canadian Council of the Ministry of the Environment. Also, a study shows high deformity rates in fish exposed to tar sand. Last week, native people and wildlife nearby the Athabasca rivers show high rates of cancer.
Although the Alberta tar sands pump tens of billions of dollars into our economy, many Canadians actually wish to see the industry wind down and eventually stopped. Recently, Canada and the United States have been discussing heavily implementing a 2,000-kilometer crude oil pipeline in Alberta that would actually extend through Nebraska. Many activists and supporters in both Canada and the United States have been very much opposed to this and actually disagree with this project. One of the main reasons why so many activists and supporters are constantly protesting towards these major oil companies and towards the government is because there's a severe environmental impact that the tar sands has on all of us. Companies such as Greenpeace, which is a non-government organization that acts to change attitudes and behaviors to protect the environment, they spend much of their time focusing on pressuring the government, educating shareholders, and bringing people aware of why the tar sands need to be stopped and also how we can deal with ways to put an end to it. From Canada's standpoint, lack of new pipelines and lack of new projects is seen as a key barrier to new oil sands projects and all the jobs and new investments that they would imply. Its approval would lead initially to many new construction jobs in the longer term, which would also lead to more employment in building, operating, and maintaining the new oil sands projects. Some of the major oil companies that rely on the Alberta tar sands are Suncor Energy, Shell Canada, Syncrude Canada Limited. And these companies they rely so much on the tar sands. They provide thousands of jobs, and they reel in billions of dollars that really help support our economy.
Even though tar sands continue to be a controversial topic, they are also necessary for our everyday lives. Anyone who participates in physical activities will be familiar with the products that are made possible by tar sands. Today, sports manufacturers use plastic to make squash rackets that are light and strong with excellent shock-absorbing system. Strings are also made of plastic because that material helps reduce shock vibration when the ball hits the racket. Synthetic shoes are made from a petroleum product. For comfort and support, polyester is used in foam padding. Plastic materials are used in almost all types of ball games. Football has become faster and more technical than ever before because of it. From baseball helmets to kneecaps and other protective sporting gear, plastic helps keeping children safe every day. Plastic bottles are made from the same petrochemical as the fiber we call polyester.
Synthetic petroleum-based products are all around us in the gymnasium. From the equipment we use, the clothing and apparel that we wear, it's everywhere. So what can we do to provide alternatives that remove us from this whole mess of the oil sands?
Oil-free alternatives do exist. Bamboo provides a great renewable resource that can be converted into clothing, flooring, and wood products of all kinds. Hemp is another excellent renewable resource that can be used for clothing, ropes, and other textiles. Cotton clothing can also be used, however, ensure to choose organic cotton that was produced without synthetic fertilizers and pesticides. In terms of exercise, there are many oil-free alternatives. Bodyweight exercises eliminate the use of equipment, while outdoor gyms use human energy to generate movement. Another way to power up your workout is to visit a green gym, where the energy produced during exercise can be fed back into the power grid. To minimize the use of oil in sports equipment, choose rubber or cork balls, equipment or flooring, which are naturally derived from trees. Bioplastics made from plant or natural sources are also being increasingly used. They do not involve the use of oil and are biodegradable. Using homemade, recycled, or refurbished equipment is another option to lessen your dependence on oil and the tar sands.
The dependence of our economy on the tar sands is not going to end anytime soon. Tar sands are too convenient and too profitable. However, they are also destroying our environment. It is important that we do our part to help save the earth by using renewable resources that are environmentally friendly.
By supporting the use of green products, our society can decrease our dependence on oil and gas to create a happy and healthy